Hey, welcome to Shedmen, and tonight one of the things I'll be telling you about is my studio, which is where I record backing tracks for church, and recording music is one of the things I love to do, and this is where it all happens, in the studio. So yeah, do most of my work on computer, and I've got also a space here where I can record stuff, and a vocal recording booth at the back here, which I'll show you a bit more about later. So let's get into recording. First, a bit about my room. When I extended my house a couple of years ago, I built in this room as a soundproof room. So all the walls have got a double wall structure. So it's basically an outside wall and then an inside wall with about a 10mm gap in between. I've got a double layer of gyprock on all the walls. I've tried to make soundproofing as good as I can by putting in carpet tiles and other things around to absorb up the sounds. And basically the point of it is that when you record things with very sensitive microphones, you have to have a quiet soundproof environment, otherwise you get a lot of background noise coming through. So on the computer is where I do most of my work, and to start a backing track, basically I start with just the basics like drum beat and bass guitar and some basic instrumentation, so I can start to get a feel for the music. So I'm going to start getting that ready now. Alright, for the drums, we've got a virtual drum kit up here, which we enter in using the keyboard, so we can add. So basically I enter some of it like that, and other parts of it I enter rhythmically, just with the notes on the keyboard, and make a little pattern here, which basically it comes down to a series of dots on the page, which makes a pattern like this. Alright, next we'll add some piano to the song so that we can hear how the song's actually starting to shape up, and I'll get my wife Beck to do that for me. Beck is actually playing to a YouTube clip just so that we can get the sound of the song sounding right to start with. Okay, so we've got the piano sounds in now, and what we can do is I often get Beck to add in other instrument sounds as well. So there's a virtual instrument here for like an organ. We can basically choose any instruments that we want to add depending upon what the song is. So I've got some nice string sounds and an organ, yeah. So yeah, pretty much I just choose different instruments based on what the song is. So I got Beck to add some strings while she was here before, and this is what it sounds like so far. Okay, now I'm going to record some bass. So I could get out the bass guitar and actually play it in with a real instrument, but anytime I can record a bass or any instrument with the keyboard, it's much easier to edit if I make mistakes. So in this case, I'm going to try recording the bass with the keyboard to start with. So we'll see how we go. Okay, recording the vocals is one of the most important parts of the song, and this time it's a girl's song, so I'm going to get Beck to record it for me. So what you'll see in the next section is my vocal booth, which is basically a booth that I built, which is movable, has movable panels, and basically customized it so that I could open it up for putting a vocalist in there or an instrumentalist, and all this material basically is covered with just bright material, but inside there is sound absorbent like basically insulation bats, like what you put in the roof. So they're acoustic bats. And the purpose of that is to try and reduce reflections off the walls, so it soaks up a lot of the sound and you don't get bounced back off the edges. It just makes it a more of a dull environment. And I've designed it so it can be folded away, so that when I'm not actually doing the vocal recording, it means it doesn't take up so much space in my room. So yeah, we're going to get back into there to do some singing, and she'll put earplugs on, or earphones, so that she can hear the music, but the microphone, which is very, very sensitive, we want to have a very, very quiet environment while we're doing this. So we don't want to have other sorts of noise or instruments or anything like that. So I turn the speakers off, she puts her earphones in like that, and then she can hear the music, and the microphone will just pick up her singing with nothing else in the room. So when you see it at the start, you'll be able to see what that looks like, and then I'll hopefully try and show you what it sounds like from her perspective inside the headphones.
We are the light of the world. We are the city on the hill. We are the light of the world. We gotta let the light shine. We are the light of the world. We are the city on the hill. We are the light of the world. We gotta let the light shine. We are.
All right, so once the vocal is done, I spend some time editing it, and so usually I'll auto-tune it, which even professional singers, every 1 note in 5 apparently is wrong, and so for us who are amateurs, we have a few more wrong notes than that. So we've got an auto-tune software that makes sure it locks onto the pitch exactly, and then we do the backing vocals. So this yellow line here, that's basically a wave file, which is the lead vocalist. And then what we've done is recorded all of these brown ones are basically all the backing singing that we've done so far for the song. And so once you add all that, we end up with sections which are quite full with backing vocals like this.
We are the light, we are the light, we are the light. So let your light shine bright. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light. Jesus, you are the light, you are the light, you are the light. So we will lift you high and shine, shine, shine.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it takes quite a while to add every harmony part one by one, but when you combine all the voices together, it sounds really cool. All right, so now it's time to add some guitar tracks. So I've got my electric guitar, it goes straight into the computer. I've got virtual amps and virtual electric guitar pedals and things like that, so I can get some cool sounds. So I don't need to start right from the start, but I'm just going to drop in where the guitar actually starts.
We are children of the day. So when you sleep, lift your head. We were meant for more than this. Fight the shadows, conquer death. Make the most of the time we have left. We are the light of the world. We are the city on the hill. We are the light of the world. We gotta let the light shine.
Well, that's about the end of my time frame, because men are arriving for shed men, and so yeah, it's shed men time. But yeah, basically that's the process of how I put together the backing tracks, and yeah, I mean that's very condensed. It takes a lot of time in just editing, and like any mistakes are a real pain in the backside, because they really stand out to someone who you know, you've really got to get this perfect. So yeah, probably the average time frame for a song is about let's say 6 hours would be doing really, really well, but typically more like about 10 hours. Yeah, but basically then we've got ourselves some backing tracks that we can use, and we can turn down the vocals for church, and or just blend in the things that we want. So if I don't have an electric guitarist, then I can turn up the electric guitar parts. And if I'll add also still acoustic guitar, and probably I'll do some vocals as well just to fill it out. So anyway, that's basically it for my my practical talk tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the insight to how I set up my my backing tracks and my music. And I mean, honestly, I love this. It started from a long time ago where I was just doing very basic stuff and was inspired by somebody who suggested that that we could do some music recording, and it's just been a hobby probably for the last 15 years. And yeah, I really love it. So music's a big part of my life, and this obviously takes a long time and a lot of commitment to doing. But it's something that I know that I can use my gifts and my to basically serve the church in this way. Yeah, so anyway, hope you've enjoyed that and enjoy the rest of the night.